What's going on, everyone? DeBears here with another build video, and today we got the ultimate buddy experience. So we got pretty much every kind of Warlock buddy besides the Void one. So we're gonna have Getaway Artist with the Arc buddy. We will have with our Prismatic class. We will have the Solar buddy, the Stasis turret, Threadlings, and to top it all off, the no time to explain, like, time portal buddy. So I mean, this is more of a ad clear, like lock down an area kind of build. It's pretty sweet. I mean, once all your buddies get on the field at the same time, it's pretty cool. It feels like you're playing with a whole fire team, but it's just yourself. It's pretty sweet. So let's move on to the mods. We got my same three that I pretty much always have for that. And for the legs, we got Stasis and a Void Surge, since my heavy for this is going to be the wave frame dimensional hypertrochoid, which I have for a lot of my other builds. And since this is more of an ad clearing build, this is an ad clearing monster, so why not have that? And I have the Void Surge on since, I don't know, recently I've really been into snipers, so I just crafted this one, so I figured why not throw it on there. Good target damage when you need it. And a recuperation mod, since we should be making a lot of orbs with this. Later on in the mods, we have a lot of different orb creation ones available, and every time we pick up an orb, we get our health. So since we're not rocking Devour, having more capabilities of like healing ourselves would be pretty nice. We'll move on to the chest. We got Void Reserves for the sniper, Stasis Reserves for the grenade launcher, and then you can put whatever kind of resistance you want. The last thing I was doing needed arc, so that's why I had arc on. Now, for the gloves, we got heavy-handed and firepower for all of our grenade and melee ability usage that will be going on. Now, I'm not positive if the stasis turret spawns in grenades, but if you actually throw the arc grenade by accident, you got that possibility of making an orb. And then in the helmet, we got our kinetic siphon, since we're primarily going to be using no time to explain to make some orbs there. 2 dynamo mods, since we're going to be using our class ability a ton and probably around enemies, so we can take advantage of that to get our threadling super back a lot. Now let's head over to the weapons. And the weapons, like I said before, we got no time to explain. We got blast from the side, projectiles from the time portal shoot more frequently with the catalyst, and feeding frenzy as well, just to help get that reload speed up. I mean, it's already at 60, so it's pretty good, but feeding frenzy helps with that as well. And we got the rewind again, intrinsic perk to return shots to the mag whenever you get a precision hit. So I mean, it's pretty much like triple tap, but it just keeps refilling your magazine as long as you're getting precision hits, and once you reach 10, that's when the time portal opens up. And we got the sniper that I said I just recently crafted. It's got enhanced rewind rounds and precision instrument. It's pretty good. I mean, it's not as good as the one from Salvation's Edge, which I recently got explosive payload and chill clip on, and I've been absolutely loving that sniper. But since I wanted one in the secondary slot, this is a new one, so I threw it on there. And heavy grenade launcher, field prep, chain reaction. I mean, I've had this for a lot of my different builds, so you should already be kind of introduced to this before and you already know kind of what this does. But if you still don't know why it's pretty good, I'll eventually get to showing you. Now, let's head over to the subclass. So like I said before, we got our Helion for the Solar Buddy, and we get 3 fragment slots for that. So when we activate our class ability, we summon our Solar Buddy to help us out. And then we got Bleak Watcher, which when we convert our grenade into a stasis turret by holding it down. Now, the cool part about that interaction with Getaway Artist is that when we consume our arc grenade, it grants an arc buddy and amplifies you. But when it's paired with Prismatic and our storm grenade, if we hold down the storm grenade, it'll create the arc buddy as well as creating this Bleak Watcher turret. So it's pretty sweet interaction. And for melee, we got Arcane Needle. And now for the class ability, I got a Phoenix Dive, since it cures you really fast, get another form of health really quickly, since we're not really going to be staying in one place most of the time. So using the Phoenix Dive to get some health and make ourselves a Helion faster, since of course that's a 55-second cooldown, and that's a minute 22 for a Healing Rift, so less time, more uptime for those Helions. It's pretty cool. And like I said earlier, Needle Storm for all those little threadling buddies to help us out. Now let's head over to the fragments. And we got the Facet of Grace first. We're defeating targets with a kinetic weapon. We'll grant bonus Transcendence energy. And defeating targets with your super grants you and nearby allies bonus Transcendence energy. Since we're mostly going to be using No Time to Explain, I figured why not throw this one on there. And Facet of Dawn is the next one, where powered melee hits make us radiant, and final blows make allies radiant. Now it does come with a minus 10 strength, and I know I've gotten flamed for my low stats before, but I for one don't really care too much for stats. But if you do, just keep these minus 10 resilience and minus 10 strength in mind. But if you're like me and don't care, live on. And we got Facet of Hope for our next one, where while we have an elemental buff, our class ability regenerates more quickly, just so we can have more uptime on this Phoenix Dive. And with the Getaway Artist, we will pretty much always be amplified as long as we have an arc buddy, and we can keep radiant with the melee, and we can cure ourselves with that, but have some. And Bleak Watcher, Helion, we got a lot of elemental buffs for us going on, so it's good to take advantage of that. And with the melees, melee final blows start health regeneration, just another way to get some health going, since we're not running Devour, we're not running Feed the Void, so we're not getting Devour, can't get that health boost with every kill. But with the Facet of Blessing and the mod recuperation from before, we should have enough ways to get health regeneration if we need it. Now the next is Facet of Purpose. We're picking up an orb, grants either Amplification, Restoration, Frost Armor, Woven Mail, Overshield. Now with us, we'll be granting Woven Mail, which just reducing the damage to us, which is pretty nice. And again, it comes with minus 10 recovery, but oh well. And the last one we got is the Facet of Solitude, since we should be landing precision hits on any of the bigger enemies, which will emit that severing blast from them. And it's just a help, it lowers the damage of any enemy we get that on, and why not? So, let us go try this out. As we can see, as I was landing those precision hits, I got 5%. Look at that. Oh, it had ammo too. Sweet. Got 5 precision hits, so we can see time chasm is at times 5, up to 7, 8. Once we get to 10, we can see there's our first buddy. Now we'll activate our second and third buddy. Use our Phoenix dive, and now we got 3 of them. We got 3 things going on at once. Got amplified. Now we can toss these little guys out there. Go searching around. Just as long as you're getting precision hits, you should have some sort of buddy available at all times. Just getting back everything we need. Clearing out these rooms. There's that Hellion with the ignition. And at least this episode we got anti-barrier pulse rifle, so that just makes this weapon a little bit more useful with that anti-barrier purposes. Let's make ourselves a turret here. Get our Phoenix dive. We got the shatters going on. We got all these different buddies working hand in hand. I mean, we don't even need to shoot most of the guys, just need to look in their direction, and one of the 4 dudes we got hanging out here, and I didn't even realize I already have my super again, so as you can see that comes back pretty fast. But there it is. Pretty cool ad clearing build. It's just the way to go. I mean, I didn't even have to use this, but you know, with the recent changes in Final Shape, the wave is bigger, so that's cool. But other than that, it's still the same as it was before. I hope everybody enjoys this, has some fun, and I will see everybody in the next video. Peace out.